A new week, a new video. This week I've done a lot more of the smaller things. Done a few bug fixes and stuff. I won't go in detail about bug fixes, but I will just rattle off some of the things I have edited within the game itself. First off, I have got a target, so you can see which target you are. So you can see I'm now targeting the tank. I am targeting mage, so on and so forth. I've also added tab targeting, which will search out the closest target to your current target and swap between them. Same with over here. Now those are the main small changes that are quite visible. Actually no, there's one more. There's enemy casting. You can now see the name of the spell that's going to be used, which allows you to judge when to interrupt a lot better and stuff like that. Then let's go into what I have done, the major thing that I've been doing this week, which is debuffs. I have edited the third person character to now allow for debuffs in the game. So as you can see, this will cast his spell. You can see the debuff on the player themselves. This debuff will do 5 damage per tick, ticking 3 times, and whilst the debuff is active, so if I do it again, the player is slowed. Those are the major changes that I have done to the game. There's nothing massive. It's just adding a lot more basic MMO features in, making sure they work well and properly, and that they can be expanded upon. The way that I have done the debuffs is, I'll just go into it now, is I have got here a function called debuffs, which is when it's called to in the event graph on a loop. It will see if the debuff updater has changed. If it equals 0, it means it hasn't changed. So then it will check if all the debuffs counted. So since there's 5 debuffs, it's a 5 debuff cap. It will check to see their counters, and if they all equal 0 when added together, it will end the debuff rotation. If that's not true, however, let me just remove that. If it turns out it's not true, it will then go to the updating the dots. So it will do a minus counter for each debuff. As long as the debuff is active, it will check if the debuff's active. If the debuff is not active, it will make sure that the debuff's damage and the slow effect are set to 0. And it will set the walk speed to set itself as what it was beforehand. So if debuff 1 slows the player by 10%, and debuff 2 slows it by 25%, but debuff 1 expires 5 ticks before debuff 2, it will still have the 25% slow when this one runs out. This is the same with the damage as well. So if I go to the mage, and I set his cast, so if I set the cooldown to 1, I have now made it so I'm taking 5 damage per thing. Now I'm taking 10 damage. Let's increase the ticks of it as well, so how long it lasts. Mage charge ability. Let's set that to 10. So that will last for 10 ticks now. So now I've got 2 debuffs, 3 debuffs, 4 debuffs, and the first one's gone off. Those are all the main changes that I have done. If you guys have any questions, don't be scared to leave them in the comments below and stuff like that. I'm going to be taking a week off because I need to focus on other stuff IRL. So don't expect a video next week, but I'll be back on it the week after that. And hopefully we'll start making a proper game out of this soon. I think most of the baseline stuff is in. There's a few more changes. I want to make sure everything's working fine, debugs, test, and stuff like that. Then I'm going to start editing the main character a lot more, focusing on that. and then doing some level design and stuff like that, and expanding the AIs. We're using the mechanics that I've already built on. Again, thank you for watching. Until, I guess, 2 weeks' time. Goodbye.